said I need dollar, that's what I need. And if I share with you my story, would you share your dollar with me? Bad times are coming and I reap what I done sown.
It's the fear. The day approaches and suddenly the first of the month is here. All the work has been done, the letters sent, the money spent, and God forbid, I ain't got no more money for the rent. He looks at me with those scam lord eyes, expecting, rejecting. But there's no more I can do to be saved from the violence called rent that I owe you. It's a silent abuse, never seen as that. Domestic violence, war crimes, even a virus can't stop the horror called the landlord. The lie of rent, that Mama Earth can be sold and told and then charged and marred with locks and chains and bloody paper stains. With colonial dates like the 1st, the 30th, and 5th of the month, I try to silence the fear, 'cause I just can't with your scam lord tears. When and how did it become okay to charge money to live safely here? Yeah, today's podcast from a poverty scholar goes out to all that lingering fear inside our crapitalized bones, holding us in quiet, unseen terror that has no antidote. I'm talking about the fear of eviction, the violence of 3-day notices to pay rent or quit that are so insidious, even a global pandemic can't silence it. Yeah, so let's go back with Dr. Tiny's medicine to remind us all when we got the enabled collective abuse, child and elder abuser, the violent wealth-hoarding loser, the idea of income property became okay for everyone's profit-making way that grips us all in our bones, but especially us poor folks who've been way too many times without a home. Yet today's podcast from a poverty scholar asks us to go back to the original theft of already cared for Mama Earth, but peoples who never functioned with Mama Earth paper dollar theft. I drew this story to help us form a new kind of anonymous healing circle. No, this isn't for the man's poison or big pharmaceuticals. This is for the collective violence, the threats, terror, and abuse most of the world normalizes. And like all normalized violent behavior, by enabling it, but acting like it's okay, we all let it continue to cause its violent pain. Just like DV, the abuser gets really good at causing bruises that can't be seen, at making subtle threats without being heard, at keeping this absolute terror by the abused in the minds and hearts of us victims so well it's never heard or seen, getting the police, the courts, and the lawyers and the legislators to support it. Yeah, welcome to that new group. It ain't TAA or NA, it's TA or RA, Tenants Anonymous, Renters Anonymous. So what do we do, Tiny? You might be asking. If we don't pay the rent, we'll be all on the street. Yeah, this is true, fellow poverty working class scholars. But like any dangerous, terrifying behavior, even if we can't immediately change it, does that mean we have to be silent about it? We've spoken up through the generations about domestic violence, child abuse, cancel culture, hate crimes, racism, Islamophobia, and ableism. Why continue to stay silently quiet about the continued violence of paying rent? And what about the rest of you who silently enable the continuing profiting off of Mama Earth, who silently live off trust funds, stocks, and savings made from the violence of income property? Yeah, it's urgent. Like I teach in people school, people from all sides of this lie become truthful about where and how they are located in it. There are so many activists who come from this very privilege and yet never take personal accountability. There are so many people who stay silent while continuing to perpetrate gentrification violence, who displace us to save us, who tacitly enable the violence of removal while working against it. In addition, when cancel rent initiatives come up, why aren't we including the roots of the lie of income property? That the notions like unselling Mama Earth, like we're doing here at Homefulness, get taught and understood and overstood and integrated. That we look at the roots of indigenous land theft. That we listen to the indigenous elders and ancestors on the lie of discovery. And that white middle class and BIPOC middle class slacktivists and academic separatism and the away nation get unpacked so we can all unviolate Mama Earth. That people become inclusive of the actual roots of their settler colonial removal ancestors and post-colonial dreams of safety and success. That everyone from border resistors to liberation movement liberators stop only rooting their solutions in a vague, unsupported notion of revolution and liberation that under the surface only goes so far as colorizing capitalism, aka black capitalism, brown capitalism. We all gonna make it if we get ours as the road to survival and thrival. Shout out to my brother. And I mix what I like. And the myth of the black consumerism. What would unselling Mama Earth look like for you and yours? What would taking the dream of ownership and hoarding out of the equation of safety and success? Because through this investigation, we could begin to ebb away at not only the Americlan dream, aka nightmare, but the violence we've all enabled, called rent. Yes, stay tuned to this Poverty Scholar's next jailhouse tenant lawyer series called Don't Leave No Matter What.
Trouble, long old troublesome road, and I'm looking for somebody come and help me carry this load. I need dollar, that's what I need. Hey, hey. Well, I need dollar,